The sun was setting over a small village, casting a warm orange glow over the thatched roofs and the green fields. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the soft chirping of birds. In a small cottage, surrounded by a garden full of vibrant flowers, lived a young girl named Lily. She was a gentle soul with a heart full of kindness and a smile that could light up the darkest of rooms. Lily was sitting by the window, watching the sun dip below the horizon, when her grandmother, a wise and loving woman named Akira, came into the room. Akira had a warm smile on her face and a twinkle in her eyes, which sparkled like the stars on a clear night. She sat down beside Lily and took her hand in hers, which was soft and warm like a summer breeze. "Lily, my dear, I have a special story to tell you tonight," Akira said, her voice gentle and soothing like a lullaby. "A story about a magical ring, a ring that has been passed down through our family for generations." Lily's eyes widened with excitement as she looked up at Akira, her curiosity piqued. The room was filled with the warm scent of candles and the soft hum of a flute playing in the distance. Akira began to tell her story, her words weaving a spell of wonder and enchantment. "The golden ring," she said, "was said to have the power to bring peace and happiness to all who wore it. It was a symbol of love and kindness, and it had been given to our family by a wise and just king, who had worn it himself for many years." As Akira spoke, the room grew quieter, the shadows deepening and the stars beginning to twinkle in the sky outside. Lily felt her eyelids growing heavy, but she was determined to stay awake and hear the rest of the story. She snuggled deeper into her chair, feeling the softness of the cushion and the warmth of Akira's hand in hers. Akira continued to speak, her voice a gentle melody that filled the room with warmth and comfort. "The golden ring," she said, "was said to glow with a soft, golden light, like the sun on a summer morning. It was a beautiful and precious thing, and it had been passed down from mother to daughter, from generation to generation, always bringing joy and happiness to those who wore it." As the night wore on, the room grew darker and the stars shone brighter in the sky. Lily felt herself becoming sleepier, her breath growing slower and deeper. Akira's voice was a gentle lullaby, rocking her into a peaceful slumber. But just as Lily was about to drift off to sleep, Akira's voice stopped, and she looked at Lily with a curious expression. "But, Lily, my dear, the story of the golden ring is not just a story. It is a journey that you will take, and one that will change your life forever." Lily's eyes opened wide with surprise, and she looked at Akira with a questioning gaze. "A journey," she repeated, her voice barely above a whisper. Akira nodded, a small smile playing on her lips. "Yes, my dear, a journey to find the golden ring, which has been lost for many years." Lily's heart began to beat faster, and she felt a thrill of excitement mixed with a little fear. She had never been on a journey before, and the thought of searching for a lost treasure was both thrilling and daunting. Akira's hand squeezed hers gently, as if sensing her doubts. Do not worry, Lily, she said. You will not be alone on this journey. You will meet many kind and helpful people along the way, and you will learn much about yourself and the world around you. Lily took a deep breath, feeling a sense of determination rising within her. She was ready to embark on this adventure, no matter what lay ahead. The next morning, Lily woke up early, feeling refreshed and eager to start her journey. Akira was already up, preparing a simple but delicious breakfast of steaming rice and fresh fruit. The sunlight streaming through the window illuminated the dust motes dancing in the air, and the scent of freshly baked bread wafted from the kitchen. As they ate, Akira gave Lily a small, leather-bound book. This is a map, she explained, that will guide you on your journey. It is old and worn, but it will lead you to the golden ring, if you follow it carefully. Lily took the book, feeling a sense of responsibility wash over her. She opened it, and the yellowed pages crackled as she turned them. The map was intricate, with winding paths and mysterious symbols. She looked up at Akira, who smiled and nodded. You will understand the map as you go, she said. Just follow your heart and trust your instincts. With a final hug and a gentle kiss on the forehead, Akira sent Lily on her way. As Lily walked out of the cottage, she felt the warm sun on her face and the soft breeze rustling her hair. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the sound of birds singing in the trees. She took a deep breath, feeling a sense of peace and wonder. The journey ahead of her was unknown, but she was ready to face whatever lay in store. She walked down the winding path, the map clutched in her hand, and the golden ring shining like a beacon in her mind. As she walked, the landscape changed, and Lily found herself in a beautiful forest, surrounded by tall trees and sparkling streams. The sound of running water grew louder, and she followed the sound until she came to a clearing. In the center of the clearing was a small wooden bridge, spanning a narrow river. The water was crystal clear, and Lily could see fish swimming lazily beneath the surface. She sat down on the bridge, taking off her shoes and dipping her feet in the cool water. The sensation was refreshing, and she felt her worries and fears melting away. As she sat there, a figure appeared on the other side of the bridge. It was an old man, with a kind face and a twinkle in his eye. He smiled at Lily, and she felt a sense of trust and comfort. "Welcome, young one," he said, his voice gentle and soothing. "I have been waiting for you. My name is Kaido, and I will be your guide on this journey." Lily smiled, feeling a sense of gratitude and relief. She knew that she was not alone, and that Kaido would help her on her quest to find the golden ring. Together, they walked across the bridge, and into the unknown, the sound of the river whispering softly in their ears. As they walked, the trees grew taller and the path grew narrower. The sound of the river grew fainter, and Lily could hear the rustling of leaves and the chirping of birds. Kito walked beside her, his footsteps quiet on the earth. They walked in silence, the only sound the gentle rustling of the leaves and the soft breathing of the forest. The sun shone down on them, casting dappled shadows on the ground. Lily felt a sense of peace and contentment wash over her. She knew that she was exactly where she was meant to be. After a while, the trees parted, and Lily saw a beautiful meadow stretching out before her. The meadow was filled with wildflowers of every color, and the air was filled with their sweet scent. A soft breeze rustled the flowers, and Lily could hear the gentle hum of bees as they flitted from flower to flower. Keto smiled, and his eyes twinkled with delight. "This is a special place," he said. "A place of peace and tranquility." Lily nodded, feeling a sense of wonder and awe. She had never seen anything so beautiful. As they walked through the meadow, the flowers seemed to grow taller and more vibrant. The scent of the flowers filled the air, and Lily could feel the soft petals brushing against her skin. She felt as though she was walking through a dream of beauty and peace. Keto walked beside her, his presence calm and soothing. They walked in silence, the only sound the rustling of the flowers and the gentle hum of the bees. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the meadow, Keto stopped and looked at Lily. "We are here," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. "The golden ring is just ahead." Lily's heart skipped a beat, and she felt a sense of excitement and anticipation. But as she looked around, she saw that they were standing in a small clearing, surrounded by a ring of mushrooms. The mushrooms were glowing softly, casting a gentle light over the clearing. In the center of the ring, on a small pedestal of stone, lay the golden ring. It glowed softly, casting a warm light over the clearing. Lily walked forward, feeling a sense of wonder and awe. She reached out and took the ring, feeling its warm weight in her hand. As she did, the mushrooms began to glow more brightly, and the air was filled with a soft, peaceful light. Lily felt a sense of peace and contentment wash over her, and she knew that she had found what she was looking for. Keto smiled, and his eyes twinkled with delight. "You have found the golden ring," he said. "And with it, you have found peace and tranquility." As Lily stood there, holding the ring and feeling the peaceful energy of the meadow, the world around her began to slow down. The flowers stopped swaying, the bees stopped humming, and the wind stopped rustling through the trees. The only sound was the soft glow of the mushrooms, and the gentle beating of Lily's heart. She felt her eyelids growing heavy, and her breath growing slow. Kito's voice whispered softly in her ear, "Sleep, little one. You are safe, and you are at peace." And with that, Lily's eyes closed, and she fell into a deep and peaceful sleep, surrounded by the beauty and tranquility of the meadow. The golden ring glowed softly in her hand, and the mushrooms cast a gentle light over her face. The world was quiet and still and at peace.